Hello everyone and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I am Bob and I am here for another Age of Wonders Planetfall Advanced Series episode. Whatever I'm calling this series. We're gonna do. I think this is episode 3, and I've got a couple quests to do over here. I got more quests to do back here, although I'm probably gonna miss this one. I think I've only got 5 turns left on it, but we shall see. I have a lot of great feedback from you guys. Mostly just additions to stuff I've already gone over a little bit. So I'll go over some of those things here. Chris Lighthawk had a ton of information for me for this episode, and I wrote down as much of it as I could. I've got the regenerating spores mod that I was talking about, and I can show you guys this here. Maybe. Okay, it's not showing up in the list of mods, but it's a growth mod. Here, I can actually find the growth and then just go to their city and look at it that way. But they have this regenerating spores mod, which heals friendly biological units for 20% at the end of their health each turn in tactical combats. All adjacent biological units. That actually applies to both units next to them in the air and underneath them if you put it on a bee. So potentially a single bee could be healing the 7 units below it and the 6 units adjacent to it in the air, all in one turn. Now that'd be like best case scenario, but that is really cool that it works that way. So I'm gonna probably try to put that on some either soldier bees or worker bees to help me out with some healing as soon as I can. Chris also pointed out the range of Overwatch is 1 hex shorter than weapons normal range. Just a little tidbit there that I didn't really know exactly how that works, so that is helpful to know. Chance to do full damage can never be more than 95%, but improving accuracy beyond 95%, let's say through getting another level of Deadeye. Right now his melee accuracy is at 95%. Another level of Deadeye would add another 5%, put it effectively at 100, but it can't actually be more than 95 during combat. But if I did bump it up higher with another level of Deadeye, it could offset like lowered, like if he's blind for some reason, or if another unit has like evasive mods and stuff like that, it can still help. I don't really think for a melee build it's worth it beyond just getting 1 level unless you've got really nothing else to pick up, but it is still worth noting that it is helpful to go beyond that level just to offset debuffs or buffs on enemy units to their evasion or whatever. Putting one over to my capital city here, Chris mentioned that putting 1 colonist on production in here may help me get this in 1 turn rather than 2. So good call there. It's I might need more than 1, I'm not sure, but let's see. You can micromanage your colonists to some extent like this. Okay, it did only take 1, so he must have done the math on that, so cool. That is helpful. That helps me get a research sector exploitation 1 level faster. I may as well check and see. This city only has 1 colonist, so there's not really a lot of micromanagement I can do here. I would say growth is probably the way to go. Maybe if I did like, let's see how much of a difference that would make. Not enough to really matter, so let's stick that one on growth, put it back on auto for now, and go back into the game here. I've got water sectors. With regard, I talked a lot in the last episode about sector exploitations on land. I didn't really discuss water much because I wasn't entirely sure how water works, but Chris explained that as well, and it's actually really cool. Water sectors you can think of as being really economically powerful. Massive bonuses to production, or to research production. Sorry, not production. Production's the one they can't really help, but research, food, and energy. So if you look in here, you can see that after the first aquatic deployment, you get access to 1 coast sector level upgrade, and there's another one later on down here, hydro expertise, which is coast sector level 2. Remember, these are in addition to the base hydro exploitation, so that actually will get you to coastal sector level 3, which is as far as you can get with water sectors. You can't get to an exploitation of 5, which I thought was interesting. But here's how it works. Getting that 3rd level of exploitation raises the sector level and increases the benefits from sector exploitations in that sector. If you look at the base water exploitation, which I don't know if that's listed anywhere in here, but basically what this means is at sector level 3, when you have 2 plus your base sector, you get plus 15 of each of food, energy, and production, which are shown, food, energy, and research, which are shown here. But you can get more on top of that. The real powerful benefits come in the form of these buildings here. The algae farms, which gives plus 15 for each food and hydro exploitation in the colony. Research is plus 15 for each research and hydro exploitation. And then later on down the line, you get the energy version. Oops, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. You get basically the same thing of energy, plus 15 for each energy and hydro exploitation in the colony. So you can really get up to, like, when you take into account that they're adding other water sectors on top of the base sector, you can get a sector, because remember, you can build one of each of these buildings in each water sector. So you can get potentially plus 60 of those resources. And it works, like it says here, plus 15 for each energy and hydro exploitation in the colony. So it works for land sectors that have an exploitation that matches the building you're building. So like the research one, which shows here, gives plus 15 for each research and hydro exploitation. So if I built that in a sector like this water sector here, if I built that there, and I also had this land sector with a research exploitation, that plus 15 would count. Let's say the city had this water sector, this one, this land sector, and then this water sector over here. That would give me, if I had a research exploitation here, which I presumably will, plus 15 for this other water sector, this other water sector, and this land sector for a total of plus 60 research. So basically what I'm getting at is there's really powerful economic benefits, but there is nothing for production. So basically, if you want to build really powerful cities economically speaking, put them on the water and just don't plan to make any units in those cities. So I hope that makes sense. Again, sectors are kind of complicated and hard to wrap your mind around in this game, but I thought since I talked about land sectors in the last episode, I should probably go through and talk about those water sectors as well. That was all new information to me because I didn't really know how they worked until now, so big thanks to Chris Lighthawk for pointing all that out. Tiger Eye 85, don't forget to check doctrine slots from turn to turn in case I get better operations. He's talking about this. I could activate the builder, but I decided that I don't think that's worth the energy investment, so I'm going to just let that sit for now. But I will eventually unlock better operations soon, so I will be checking that from time to time. PHR 43K said to keep in mind that some high-level sector exploitations gives access to buildings that give passive buffs, like more XP gain for research exploitation for units produced in those cities. So what he's talking about is at high sector exploitation levels, you can build really cool buildings like this research development one. If you have a level 5 research exploitation and build this building in that sector with the level 5 research exploitation, units produced in that colony will gain experience plus 50% faster and will be produced with plus 3 rank. Basically, they'll be produced at the same rank that these guys are currently at, this expert rank, and they'll level up to prime like super fast. So you're basically, practically speaking, creating max level units. So that is something maybe worth looking at. Originally I thought maybe not that great because you can't really get champion levels in this game. You can't go beyond prime rank like you could in Age of Wonders 3. So at a certain point, that 50% XP gain is sort of wasted, but it does still take a little while to get there, and making units that are elite rank out of the box makes them a lot more powerful and very helpful to level them up. Prime rank units are very good in this game, and it does take a little bit of time to level units up, so it's probably worth the investment if you're going to be making a lot of units in that city. So I'll try to keep that in mind as well. 2 more comments. Nate Beast 9, Devour Hope ability not only heals, it can make enemy units it can inflict enemy units with despair, which spawns a friendly unit for me upon death. So what he's talking about is this Devour Hope ability that Ronald can get. It's a single action ability, can fill units with despair or apply Broken Mind. If they do it, the main effect is that it can it can heal me. It can damage the enemy and heal me for some health. But the secondary effect, if it fills an enemy unit with despair, when that unit dies, it spawns like a friendly echo or something like that. I forget what the name of the unit is. I'll actually go ahead and look that up on camera here. Filled with despair. So it would spawn, yeah, an echo of despair is summoned under the command of the opposing faction, which would be me. So that's something worth picking up. Also probably alongside Deadeye 1 at the next level, because I'll get him that first level of Deadeye. I've already talked about that. And finally, from George Schroers, get Initiates soon. They also have Fueled by Servitude. Forgot that they have that. So yes, I think I will get Initiates as soon as I can. They're these guys here. They won't take long to research, and they're kind of like the first level Sinumbra unit. So I suppose I'll probably pick them up next, I think. Sorry if I've been blowing into the mic. I forgot to position it correctly. I don't know. Sometimes I get some audio feedback from doing that. Okay, so that's pretty much all the comments for this episode. I did get static buildup module, I noticed, right at the end of the last episode. So I can actually start researching towards those guys now. And now that I have static buildup modules, I noticed that I can put that on my indentured and actually upgrade all of them. It'll only take one turn. And that'll boost their damage output by 10% and give them that static charge, that stacking debuff, which lowers arc resistance and helps them just do more damage overall. So I will take that, confirm, and let them upgrade. And then on the next turn, should be able to get out there and attack that group. I wish these guys could move one more space, because then this thing would actually heal them, the Veil of Tranquility. But
in conclusion,
can't quite
knowledge is power.
reach it. All right, I want area surveillance. I want to get some operational effectiveness up before I actually meet any rivals. So I think I'm gonna do that next. And I already know I'm not getting that op. Orders required. Was gonna leave him on the mountain, I think, because of the potential for enemy units in this area. And that is it for this turn. So let's carry on. One thing I kind of like about this game is it feels like the turns move faster. I don't know for sure if maybe it's just because I'm in the early game, but it kind of feels like they move a little faster, which is nice. Okay, these guys, my army's mostly healed. They got their electrostatic buffs. I didn't give it to the sniper. It's not really as useful for him because he only shoots once, whereas these guys can shoot 3 times, and it's like a stacking debuff. But I will probably try to keep that on new indentured that I make for a while. Alright, let's see if I can take these guys. I had a look at what the mods are on these things. They have one that really sucks. Yeah, Plague Pod. So it's an area effect attack, which kind of sucks from these little guys, because normally they're only melee. So it's something I have to watch out for, and they're really freaking fast, and they can ambush leap me. Like, these things, Xenoplague units are very, very good. In fact, the off-camera game I'm playing with Joel, my friend from the last co-op series, he's really showed me how good they can be. They're absolutely fantastic units. Alright, I'm gonna do manual combat. It's that parasitic infection, because you can just get more and more and more of these things, and then they can evolve, and like they're crazy, these pustules. So that might be a fun build to try out sometime. Alright, well, the one thing, they do still have to get kind of close to me. I know it's an AoE attack, so I want to spread out. I'm gonna, for the moment, kind of set up like this, I think. I want him to go ahead and load his breach round. I don't really want to advance towards them much. And how much health? They have 34 to 48, so a little bit of a waste to heal them now. Keep this guy in the back like I normally do, I suppose. Keep Ronald like here. That Bork. Something like that. And then do a video. Okay, they're gonna hold ground, which is, I think, good for me. Because what I'm gonna do is set these guys up in a really nice position. They have to kind of funnel through a certain area here because of these cliffs, so they gotta come through here, or they'll most likely come running through there. So I'm going to set up in what I hope is a decent enough position. Probably here. And hope that they don't charge me on this turn, because I would rather have a lot more Overwatch ready to go right now. These guys can only shoot a couple times, so I'll put Ronald here. And move this guy up just a bit. I think he'll be in range to shoot something next turn. Looks like they're gonna charge. Oh, here's hyper aggression. Crap. Okay, that was a nice crit. I think that was a pretty good first move. I should be able to finish these things off now. They're not particularly tough, so... Alright, just gotta be careful. Let me look at what this guy's got. He's still got Savage Bite. As well as Bile Spit, which does a lot of damage. It's hyper aggression sucks. Ronald could go out there and punch this thing and then try to immobilize that guy. The immobilize, I think, checks against... No, it's a kinetic check, so lowering their arc resistance with these guys wouldn't really matter. I think Ronald killing that thing is probably ideal. I just want to make sure it doesn't blow up or in my face or something when I kill it. Doesn't look like it does. It's got pretty good chance to avoid Ronald's attack though, which I don't like. Alright, I think these guys are going to probably shoot at that thing. I just need to get a bit better angle on it. So I want to make sure I can kill that one. And it succeeded. That will probably hit it. I don't know why. Oh, they're a small target. That's why they're so hard to hit. Okay. I'm gonna probably move these guys right up next to it and then try to shoot it. Do they have melee Overwatch? They do. I'd be taking a bit of a risk if I did that, because if it failed, they would hit me back, so I don't know if that's really worth the risk. I'm gonna move here. Okay,
Enemy
good, they got
destroyed.
him. Well done. All right. Now what I might do is use these guys to give him... I might use those guys to give him the cerebral override, because they're maybe the most at risk here, but I don't really know what to do about these guys here. That kind of sucks. I think what I'm probably going to do is use this ability, because I would like Ronald ideally to get that kill. So I think I'm going to use that.
Good
riddance.
riddance.
Okay, well, Ronald didn't get the kill anyway. That actually kind of, well, it's not a waste because I killed it. Now Ronald's got all his movement to do other things, so. Ronald's also got regenerative dermal patches too, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that because it's a free action. Put him up here and take a crack at immobilizing that thing. Okay, he resisted. So Ronald's in a little bit of trouble, and he can leap and hit other stuff too, so probably want to set up some Overwatch, actually. Make it so he can't really move anywhere without getting himself into trouble. Now, which one of these guys should I go after? He could pounce. I don't think he can reach these guys over here. Oh, that's not even a pounce, it's a savage bite. So I think he has to actually get to me. The acidic bile spit could suck, but I don't think it'll do enough damage to kill anything unless he crits. Plus there's the biomancer in the background. And she's already scanned these guys. Alright, we're gonna have to cerebral override one of you, so I think it's gonna be this guy. He's got parasitic infection, weakness to several different things. This one doesn't have... Oh, he does have he does have weakness to a lot of things. I think this one is the more at risk because that thing can get closer to him, as can the Biomancer. So it's probably going to cerebral override this guy. Put him here, and he can't die. I may also use an operation here just to try to make sure that the Biomancer can't do something crazy. Wish they were together. Diversion projector might be able to blind the Biomancer. Don't know if maybe a stagger or a blind would be better. I'm gonna blind the Biomancer. Okay, she just went after Ronald anyway, so it didn't really matter much. Alright. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to lose an initiate here. Now I can actually heal some stuff, which is nice, and Ronald's going to be healing for a few turns. Alright. Let's move this guy forward just a bit. Take a nice shot on that guy. Now if Ronald moves here, he could probably kill both of them. Who needs healing more? You've got 29 health, you've got 33, so let's go ahead and heal you. Move forward just a bit. Can you get any hits in on her? Don't really have a very good angle. Well, at least I got a level of static charge.
Enemy destroyed.
Straight up killed her. That'll work.
Our forces are victorious.
Okay, that's one more quest done.
Objective completed.
Now I'm gonna, well, I can't actually, even if I want. I could attack with Ronald, but I'm going to wait a turn here because these guys will actually heal up quite nicely with that Veil of Tranquility active. Because these aren't technically Cynumbra, unless Cynumbra means like your class is Cynumbra, but I'm pretty sure non-mechanical and non-Cynumbra units regain an additional 10 health per strategic turn. I'm pretty sure these guys aren't actually considered Cynumbra units, because it doesn't say it in their list. I think that would be like the Initiates and Malictors and stuff that I can build, so they should heal up quite a bit for the next battle, and then I can take these guys on without being quite as worried about things. Okay, oh, and I think I got a mod, another mod for my, this dude. Pretty sure I got, oh, did I not get Mantra of Clarity yet? Oh, I think I was gonna work on that with Dominion of Purification, but I guess these guys are probably more useful, so I'll continue towards getting initiates anyway. Alright, so we've got some assembly people here, and another player over there that I probably don't really want to meet yet. So I'm going to kind of stay on the edges of the borders here. I don't really want to deal with other people trying to espionage me if I don't have any covert ops stuff yet. I'm gonna need to get those rainbow pill biofarms pretty quick, so I think that's next on the agenda. Also, my capital is done with that research exploitation upgrade. That is pretty nice. So I can basically choose between society or military research here. I think I'm gonna lean towards society because I'm already getting extra military research from whatever perks I picked for Ronald. I don't remember. It might not even show it here, but one of Ronald's perks was the one that boosts military. I think it's the same one that you get Ruthless Killer from. That boosts military research, so I can offset that a bit by building the Society Investment Center instead, which will also help boost my economy over the long run. I think that's probably a good one to build first anyway, just because of the economic bonuses it provides. I'm also going to focus back in on research to whatever extent that I can while not sacrificing growth. As a matter of fact, I probably need to get another colonizer as soon as I can. I think when this is done, I'll probably get another colonizer, because how long is it going to take this to grow? Yeah, I might be able to grow to size 8 by then too, which would let me annex this. If I time this all right, I was thinking about where to put my next colony, and I think I'm kind of leaning towards this spot right here. It's fairly far forward, in a good forward position, and getting this sector here will allow me to have a forward base and a nice choke point. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Otherwise, I'm pretty well hidden behind mountains for the most part, so I kind of like my spot. All right, well, next up for this guy is Rainbow Pill Biofarm, so I will send him out that way. And then message from Scyfish. What do we got here? Oh. They're not happy because I'm about to help them, and then that's a quest for the Scyfish, so I'm about to make them more happy on the next turn, but they might demand something from me. Hopefully it's not Cosmite, because I need that. Message from Autonoms. I guess I'll accept this. I don't know if I'll actually do that. The Autonoms aren't going to be that important for me here. I did get a new hero. That's exciting. What does he got? He looks cool. I like that Scitech staff. That's pretty... well, I mean, it's not good, but I just think it looks cool. He's a healer. That's pretty cool. He's a very good healer. He's got Cleansing Light. Target unit heals 20 health and dispelled of all negative status effects. He's it adds bonuses for enlightened units, which doesn't help me much, but also target biological or cyborg unit heals for 20 and is cleared. Okay, so he's got 2 different healing options. It's basically a medic. I like that. I will take it. Could use the medic. I'll go ahead and give him... Oh, wait, no. I need to save my Cosmite for another settler right now, I think. I can't get this sector yet. Hopefully I can in 2 turns. I think I will be able to... Nope, it's 3 until the next colonist arrives. I can't really pack any more into food, so I think I'm going to pack more into research. Alright, well, I might wait a turn on that colonist, which means that maybe I can afford to get this mod on him now. But somebody could also demand Cosmite from me. I don't know. I think I'll wait on that and just play it by ear for now. In the meantime, we'll have him probably actually stay there. There's a unit spawner thing here. I kind of want to get rid of that anyway, because I know I said it was an autonom quest and not important, but I don't want it spawning units that could hurt me either, so I'll leave this guy here at my capital for the moment. See if I can get this. I should have enough influence. Actually, and you know what? That's extra growth for that colony. I'll take that. I actually need that. So now this colony should grow. Did I get it? Looked like it was gonna go there. Maybe it went here instead. Maybe I should have checked to see where that was gonna go. No, it does say 2 turns until next colonist arrives. Okay, good. So this actually does time all pretty much perfectly. I'll move him down here with this guy, and they'll kind of sit here. They're going to join up with Ronald's armies when they come back. And speaking of Ronald's armies, that did work. They're nice and healed up thanks to this thing. And I've got all my tactical operation points back, so I can go ahead and do this. I will want to move in with Ronald because he's got more... Oh, wait, hang on. Imperial War Monument. It gives 20% increased accuracy to visiting units for their next combat. I might want that. What am I going up against here? I mean, that extra accuracy is good. I don't know if it's worth moving units further away because I still would like... No, I'm not going to get this anyway. Kind of sucks, but I'm not going to be able to make it out there in time. So I'll go ahead and take that bonus for everybody. It's a low-risk battle. I should probably look at what mods I'm up against here. We've got... I hate that one. I hate reactive shielding so much. Fortunately, Ronald's a pretty powerful melee option, so shields aren't going to matter against him. They also have smart rounds, so they ignore cover and unit in the way penalties. So that sucks. They're going to be pretty dang accurate. This guy probably also has reactive shielding. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's a little harder to hit. And he's got static charge, so I need to remember that. And then what about this thing? I don't think these are particularly dangerous. They got arc weakness. I'm not that worried about them. They can stagger me, though. Alright, so... Gotta keep all those things in mind as I'm going into another battle. And try not to lose anyone because of stupid mistakes or because I didn't read the tooltips and mods. Gotta study that pretty much every battle. Alright, you move here, turn to look this way, and load your breach rounds. I'm going to set everyone else up in Overwatch. I don't think I have to worry about AoE in this battle so much. So that's fine. I'm going to move him out of the way so he can get better Overwatch. Cover doesn't really matter, so there's not a huge reason to try to use it. I'll leave Ronald here, fairly close to the front line, and have him right behind everybody. Okay.
Operations ready.
Alright, he should be able to snipe somebody, at least goad them into coming after me. But, dang, they're just a bit too far away, and I don't want to waste a shot on that guy, because I'm probably going to miss it anyway. What if I move him up just a bit further, like here? Then he could move forward one more on the next turn. I could even leave him in Overwatch, actually. That is a lot of Overwatch. Maybe I don't want him here. I don't know. Anyway, if they come after me, they're going to run into an awful lot of Overwatch, so it probably is still good for me. Surprised I didn't trigger my Overwatch. Oh, they're gonna kill that guy in the back. Okay, he survived.
Serves them right.
And I killed... Wow, I'm actually surprised I killed that guy. They normally take a lot longer than that to bring down. Okay, those guys need to die, like yesterday, because those smart rounds are insanely accurate. I think for starters, I'm gonna arc discharge them. I could stagger everyone with that, so that's probably a good choice. Gonna move forward a bit. This thing doesn't scare me. These guys are what scares me here, so I have to make sure I can kill them. Ronald may as well trigger his regenerative durable patches. And he's not gonna be able to do a lot here, but maybe he can immobilize somebody or do a little bit of damage with that arc bolus. You definitely need healing, or maybe you need healing and you need cerebral override. It's possible. They're gonna have plenty of time to heal on their way back, so let's see what I can do here. I'm gonna move him forward and move him here. He's got a pretty good chance to hit both of those guys, so I think I'm actually in really good shape here. I'm gonna hit this one that's a bit, because I don't know how his cover works. I'm gonna hit this one because he seems to be a bit more behind cover and a little bit more of an irritating spot. I'm gonna have him shoot this guy and hopefully finish him off. I'll have him shoot this guy. I could probably get the other one with my other initiate or indentured. Oh, but I can't heal him and cerebral override the other one on the same turn, but it's probably not going to matter. I'm going to cerebral override this guy. Hopefully this thing can't kill him. Ooh. It can kind of come close, but I don't think it will. Alright. You're getting cerebral overrided. Or overridden, or whatever. And then I want you to... I might actually want him to shoot the unit in the air. Let's move this guy up. See what I can do. He can most likely kill him. Ronald might be able to kill him with the arc bolus, actually. Should be ideal. No, I can't quite get him. Immobilizing that thing wouldn't be a bad idea, though. Okay, so he's got cerebral override. I'm going to use him to target that. I'll use this guy to target him.
Enemy eliminated.
Okay, so Ronald can immobilize that. Good. Okay, so it doesn't have a very good chance of hitting any of my units. And then I can
The
probably kill
syndicate
it. All right.
rules supreme.
Dicey, kind of close battles, but so far,
Objective
for the most
completed.
part, so good. All right. Am I? Yes, I did finally get the emissary completed. Relations have improved with the Cyfish. All right. So that gives me access to
Operations available for
the
priming.
emissary, which I want to definitely go ahead and prime now. And that will give me more influence gain from quests. Incredibly, incredibly useful. Alright, I'm tempted to run somebody over there to grab that Cosmite, but I don't have any, well actually I don't have any floaters and flyers. Honestly, this guy should probably continue on in that direction for that reason. So, he kind of did what he needed to do here with that rainbow pill biofarms, so he can go get that stuff while the rest of these guys head back. They'll get another nice turn of healing, and then they can join up with medic boy over here and at least get these two quests down here. So the growth, I will pretty much give the growth whatever they want right now. I kind of want their units, so I'll accept that demand. Can I do any bartering with them yet? No, the Cyfish are the only one I'm at peace with. The Autonom's 10. I could probably go ahead and buy one of these. That might not be a bad idea. Right at this point in the game, I think improving my relationship and also getting more units to help me fight is probably worthwhile. So I'll go ahead and get one of those. Come hang out with that guy. Alright, cool. Just got all my influence and spent it right away, but you may as well use it if you got it, so. Operational effectiveness, want that. And probably we'll get a few levels of that, hopefully, before I meet the other people over here. Not sure if I want to keep exploring with this guy. I think I'll explore northeast. There's water out there. That's ocean. Okay. Alright. That looks like, yeah, probably... You know what? With this, knowing this is water out here, I'm probably going to want to grab all this territory over here too if I can. So getting more colonizers ASAP is probably pretty important. Alright. Completed emissary. Empire task negotiator unlocked. Sign a friendship pact with a faction and buy 5 items. I'm at 1 of 5, so I would love to get that. The Pioneer reward. Yeah, I'm not worried
Empire
about the
task
autonoms.
completed.
Oh, did I get... You completed this task as Pioneer on round 10, so I should get a helicopter as a reward. I probably already have that, actually. Let's look. That wouldn't be under that, I think it would be... I think it's a primary. Oh, he has to have piloting, but yeah, that's kind of cool. Oh, he's also got that piercing bow as an option. I think I might give that to him instead of that psychic staff, because that's a tier 3 weapon. So, and he can have as a backup, probably give him that sci-tech grenade, I guess. Can cripple units. It doesn't stagger units. I don't really like that very much. I think I might rather have him be able to immobilize stuff. Oh, that's no, hang on. I don't want that. I don't want to pay for anything right now. We'll just take the piercing bow and say that's good. Okay. Let's go to the next turn. So far, I think I'm feeling pretty good about this start. I'll probably feel less good once I run into enemies AI and they start harassing me. I can go grab that Cosmite, which I forgot to take that into account. He actually has plenty to do an upgrade, so I'm gonna give him exploitation. Wait, that's 8, right? I still need 1 turn for this. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give him exploitation targeting systems now. That will finish on the next turn, and then I will immediately be able to build a oh, no, I won't, because I don't have enough energy. Crap. Maybe I can adjust a little bit. Drop research for a turn in favor of energy, maybe. It's not going to really matter, I don't think. Maybe this city's got enough for it to matter by manual and bump up. 87, 61. It'd be kind of close. I think I'd still just barely not have enough. Honestly, buying that thing, the upkeep I'm paying on it probably ruined it. Because I really want to make that settler on the next turn. Maybe I can sell. Can you sell stuff in this game that you don't need? I don't think you can. I think once it's in your armory, I think it's just kind of there to stay. Ah, crap. Well, I'm not going to be able to build the settler anyway. Frickin' growth. Alright, well, the settler will have to wait a few more turns, so I'm putting the city back to doing what it was doing. Trying to be as efficient as possible. Oops. There we go. Put this one, I think this one can go probably focus growth too, so seems to be generally what you want to do in the early game, in my opinion. Siege seizures. That could be tough to get to, but I do like that combat stims. I'll accept it. I don't think there's any harm in accepting quests. You don't seem to be penalized if you fail to do them. Carefully and cautiously explore here. I don't know what that is out there, but it's probably like a hostile independent, so try to keep my distance from that. Alright, so we're gonna go do the Cult of Salad and the emergency services. Cult of Salad. Sounds like a pretty neat cult. Alright, I can get... Oh wait, I got an energy stash right there. I actually can get this. I actually can get the colonizer on the next turn because I'm going to pick up that energy stash. So it actually probably is worth it for me to bunch this city up on energy. It's still going to grow in 1 turn, which is important. At that point, we'll have 87 plus 46. That is, just doing math off the top of my head here, 133, I think. Plus whatever I pick up in that energy stash, and I don't know how much that is exactly. But I can also bump it up a little bit extra just on this 1 turn by just maxing out energy in all of my cities. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, come on. Now I'm going to have to spend energy to try to win this, and there's not even any guarantee I can. They came out of nowhere. Frick, I should have left the other guy up there. Well, I'm gonna have to try. I might still have enough. I have to win this battle. Nuts. Okay, well, I do have a lot of units with Overwatch. Let's see what kind of mods I'm up against here. They've got Flesh Tear Implants, more melee damage. Okay, so don't want to let them get close. And they have Electrified Ammunition. That doesn't really matter much. That only helps against Cyborg and Mechanical units. They have the same mods. What about this guy? Another good melee, but it removes armor, and I don't have armor anyway, so that doesn't affect me. But that would. Okay. Then he's got Mantra of Clarity. And he also has a range. He's actually probably the biggest threat. But he's also probably going to stay in the back because he'll absorb pain for the other guy. Alright, so their mods aren't devastating to me, necessarily. They're still good, but not, like, game-ending here. I'm gonna move up and get breach rounds. We'll get Overwatch all active. But I am probably gonna need at least some energy to use in this battle, just for the sake of winning it. I think I'm gonna have to do some tactical operations. Really hope I can hold these guys off. I do not want... At least I got the starter military infrastructure. If I didn't have that, I would definitely lose. I've also got Cerebral Override with these guys, so I think I can probably win this on defense. Okay, so he absorbed pain and he's hanging out in the back. That's kind of not cool. Diversion Projector doesn't help me here, really, very much at all. Because their primary threat to me is their range, is their melee, not their range. Arc Discharge, I could stagger those two, but it might be better to wait for them to all bunch up. I could also try to Embrace Darkness this guy in the back, which would help with killing this one faster. But again, their primary threat is melee, so I think I'm going to just stay on defense and let them charge. They can't actually really do much to me other than melee, so... Okay. These guys are a problem. Fortunately, he didn't get staggered, so he can actually shoot that. He doesn't have a good chance to hit it, though. He's got a lot better chance of hitting her. Okay. She needs to die, preferably by something small and insignificant. Let's see what Arc Discharge could do here. It could stagger this guy, which might be what I need to slow him down for just a bit, so he can't do as much melee damage to me. I'm not as worried about her sitting over there. Let's see if I think I'm gonna need it. Alright, what I'm probably gonna do is Cerebral Override this guy, I think. Because what I can do is I can move him over here into a position where can hit other stuff easier. And he can... Yeah, alright, this is what I'm going to do. He's already damaged too, so this kind of works well. He can go shoot... Hopefully he's not in their way. Okay, he can shoot those guys. I'm going to check long range obfuscation, but not unit in way. Okay, so he's not in the way here, which is good. He might be in the way for these guys. I'm going to move them here and see. Nope, not in the way for them either. Alright, I think I'm good then. I think I've got this figured out. So, what I'm going to do is attack her with them.
Enemy eliminated.
Use this guy to cerebral override him. Yes. And he can actually move here. Which range he's got on that? 70. It's still not great, but it'll hopefully have to do. I can stagger him. I can hopefully run out and stagger him again. Okay, what I'm going to do is move these guys here. Try to stagger him from there. That's a little bit less likely to happen, but if it does, I might not have to use... Okay, they missed, which sucks, but... I'll stagger him there. I can stagger him with these guys. And then I can stagger him one last time. He actually can't... He's still got quite a bit of... He's still got 2 movement points left, which is odd. Did I not just stagger him twice? I'm not really sure why that happened. Alright, fine. I'll use Arc Discharge. That staggers him again. So you can only hit something once, which is probably going to be that guy, but that guy's the one with Cerebral Override, so he can't die on this turn. So I think I'm okay. And again, I don't need to get through this without losing anybody. I just need to win. It's just he does so much damage up close. I would like to get her out of the picture, but this guy is by far the most dangerous person here, so... I've almost got him dead, though. That managed to stagger him, so he can't... I think I'm just going to shoot him until that thing dies, so I can finish him off. Don't like you being back there. Why can't you do anything? Oh, he just got catatonic. Okay. It's the random debuffs he's doing to melee units.
Serves them
well,
right.
I'm gonna tempt him with this unit then. Go ahead and kill him.
Unit has fallen.
But now you don't have anybody to protect you.
Good riddance.
And I'm actually going to stagger you. And I think I can stagger you again. Nope. But it doesn't matter because you have now lost.
Our
Okay.
forces
Go
are
away.
victorious.
I'm gonna have to put some units up there because something up there is spawning enemies. But I do have... Oh, I got a big boost of...
Happiness event.
Oh, okay,
in
production
colony.
happiness event. I got a big boost of energy, which is really nice. Okay, this city can now annex another sector. I unfortunately do not have enough Cosmite for this to make a difference, but... Yeah, I still can't build... Yeah, I still can't build a colonizer because I don't have enough Cosmite. Crap. That's right. Okay, well, at least I can annex this sector, which I want in my capital, Tiberash. I'm actually considering turning this city into a primarily water sector, big on energy income city, because I always end up being low on energy. This city's actually big enough to get its first colony, for that matter. I don't really have anything that can go out and clear that Cosmite, but I probably do need to start working towards that. But it's also tempting for me to get that sector because it'd be great for food growth. But it also would lower research. It would increase happiness, though. These things aren't entirely bad, and depending on your situation, normally you want to remove hazards, but depending on your situation, this one could actually be good or bad for you, because it gives more happiness to the colony, but lowers research, and it gives healing, but it does hurt. It's not good for Cynumbra units that are in that colony at the time, so... There's some give and take there. Alright, so that was 28 energy. There's actually more out here that's probably worth grabbing, but I guess I have to decide now what I want to do with this city. Like, what's it gonna be? I could do massive amounts of research. I could focus entirely on water sectors. If I did do entirely on water sectors, I would probably get this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then this city would get this sector, this sector, this sector, and this sector. This city could get that sector, that sector, that sector, and this sector. That would actually work out pretty well. And then I could put another colony up here somewhere to get these two production sectors and then maybe some research. So, I think actually a city, oh, that's another, I don't know if I can put a colony there. I would like to, but I don't know if I can. But you know what? I think that's actually a good idea, though. I think if I can't put a colony here, I'll put one here. The capital gets these 4 sectors kind of behind it. This one, I'm going to go all water city and just be able to generate a ton of, like, use it as an economic one. What is this? Armageddon's Casino and Dance Hall? That sounds like fun. Infantry produced in this colony are more mentally rested and tend to pick up new skills. Okay, it's a research boost. It's not like the best thing you can find, but it's still kind of cool. So this actually is somewhere that this guy could probably explore and maybe find a good spot for another city out here. So I'll have him take a look around. Oh good, there's a milestone charge station there too, so he can move a little further on the next turn.
It's time to charge an entry.
Alright, so I've got my initiates. I kind of want to just rush straight to Malictors. I think I might. I do want to get this Mantra of Clarity mod, though. I really like that one. It works very well on the Overseer, so I'll take a couple turns to get that, and then I'll probably rush for Malictors. Alright, let's keep bumping these up for now. Those operational effectiveness stuff. Currently, okay, yeah, I'm currently importing that one into the city. Oh, I was not paying attention. I decided what I was going to do with the city and then just didn't grab the next sector. So I need to get a new sector for that city. So this guy's going to have to turn around and go back and get that Friendship Cove. But yeah, that one's, I think, going to go all water sectors, and we'll see how effective that can be. I think that'd be fun to test out on camera. Alright, you can move up a bit more, but I want to make sure you end your turn. Actually, I don't know if I want you to end your turn on land. It could be nasty, mean things over there. Something up here is spawning units. So there's a Vanguard and Devar. But whatever just hit me was Assembly and Kirko. So that might not be the spawner I need to be worried about. There's plenty of stuff for my group to clear over there, though. So I guess I could... no, I can't pick that sector up because the city's already getting this one as its second. So I'm going to wait to make those initiates, by the way, until I get that nutrition center in there, because then they'll have a little more health. So I'll get that next. I don't know if... I'm going to need the barracks to make them too, so I think I may as well either do that or get improved military infrastructure, so anything else running from that direction has a harder time attacking me. That's probably the safe bet. The city actually needs quite a few upgrades. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the barracks, because I should be able to get the barracks and then get this upgrade pretty quickly. The nutrition center. It'll give me more health for units produced in the city, and then I could start making initiates sooner rather than later, and they can help defend the city rather than building military infrastructure upgrade. Especially since the city just got attacked, it'll probably be a few turns before that happens again, so I'll take my chances on that. Down here, I'm sort of trying to decide, because I could always put these guys back up there, to help defend, but I kind of want this guy hanging out with these armies to help keep everybody in fighting shape. So let's see. Maybe I can... No, I want the sniper with this group too. So we'll just do overwhelming force. I think it'll be okay. I think that city should be okay for at least a couple more turns. I could maybe throw this guy back there. I probably don't really need him up front, so yeah, I'll put him back. Just to be on the safe side. He can help guard. And then I'll use this hero to stick with Ronald and do other important stuff. Because I am going to have a lot of fighting to do all at once down here. Okay, yes, I know it can annex its first sector, but I screwed that up and forgot.
Empire task completed.
Did I get this as a pioneer? Nope. No energy. Wait, maybe I did. That could explain where all my energy came from. Alright, my doctrine, my energy doctrine is
available for priming.
Active now. I can also get something else, which I probably should because of the energy surplus. Basic structures now give plus 15 additional resource or income of that resource, or more tactical operations point, and they're 25% easier to use. Both of these are good, but I'm really going for a powerful early game economy here, so I'm going to go ahead and get the economist. That, in my case, will help both cities grow quite a bit faster, so probably worth it. I also need to remember to reset my colonists back to what they were doing, max out growth. And in this city's case, max out growth and research. And I think that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and end the turn just so I can send this guy back and get... he's one space away, dang it. If I'd have sent the fish out there, he could have gotten it. But, whatever. Alright, I'm gonna go to the next turn. I'm gonna end the episode here pretty soon, but let's go to at least start the next turn. Hopefully nothing attacks me. Alright. Failed that one. Whatever, it's fine. I knew that was gonna happen. He can't quite reach that anyway on this turn, but I think I'm gonna send him back towards it anyway. I'll leave that milestone recharge station up there. You'll be able to make use of it in a little bit. I don't see any red danger sensors anywhere, so should be able to pick that up on the next turn. I just wanted to move him there so I didn't forget. Another message from the growth. Ooh, a worker bee. It's a production related one. I will definitely accept that.
Operations
How long is it going
available
to take
for
me
priming.
to make it? That worker bee could make for a very nice early game healer and is essentially free. Yeah, I'm going to take a break from that and get this. Now, I think I'm pretty sure that building this in multiple cities increases how quickly you get it. So if I build it here, I can get it in one turn rather than 3. It says one turn, but it doesn't look like it would be. It looks like there's a little bit left over right here. You guys should be able to see my mouse now. I think NVIDIA fixed that. I'm pretty sure there's just a little bit left over right here. It doesn't look like I'm actually going to get it in one turn, even though it says I will. What if I just throw a couple colonists on production there? Like this. That should basically guarantee I get it. I don't know why... I'm interested because, like, can you guys see this? You see what I'm talking about? Why does it say I'm going to get it in one turn? Unless it's not factoring in... Oh, you know what it is? It's probably not factoring in this other city's production, because this city says it's even further away. So it's not counting in the fact that multiple cities are working on it, I think is why it looks like I wouldn't finish it in one turn. But I'm going to go ahead and do that in both cities so I get that worker bee on the next turn. Hopefully that'll bump up my relationship with the growth enough to be friendly, and then I can buy stuff from them and try to work towards getting regeneration spores. Plus, I'm going to have a big surplus of influence from doing all these other quests, so I should be able to actually buy a decent number of units and make that happen. All right.
Doctrine enacted.
Okay, I got Economist active. That's great. Cities should be growing absurdly fast now. Making 69 food per turn in this one. Yeah, that's really nice. And then this city should be growing plenty fast as well. I don't really care where these other units get distributed, I guess. I might cycle onto production or whatever. But I think this city is going to be primarily focused on making a ton of energy in the long run. So we'll work on that. Might need at least one land energy exploitation to make that really viable. I'm not really entirely sure. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't matter. But anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I really am happy with where this game is going so far. I feel like I'm off to a pretty strong start, at least economically speaking. I am a little bummed out I wasn't able to get my colonizer as quickly as I wanted to, but there's probably not a lot of safe places you can go right now anyway, so I'll wait until I've cleared some of this stuff behind me and until I've got the stuff built in my capital that I need, and then I think I'll get the colonizer after that. So, but thanks so much for watching, everybody. I do appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I will see you next time.